Hi, Benaiah here. In this video, we're going to be talking about my trading plan. If you fail to plan, you plan to fail. So, I just want to make a plan that will guide me daily, weekly, monthly, yearly, and that will allow me to reach my trading goals. So, I took the $5 trading plan. I'm sure most of us know the $5 trading plan, and I changed it a bit. So this is what I have. Let me just remove here so I can explain. So this is my trading plan. So I'm obviously going to have a notebook where I talk about where I'm going to be writing every trade that I get into, um, my feelings during the trade, and the outcome of the trade. And that's going to be important specifically for my psychology, so that I improve as a person and as a trader. So what I have right here would be like my trading journal, or the quantitative aspect, sort of like my statement of comprehensive income. So I'm treating this as a business. So that means I have to treat trading as a business, meaning I have to dedicate money for capital. Then after I dedicate money for capital, um, any expense I'm gonna make from the business, I'm going to put it down in my books of accounts, and it's gonna help me out. Um, it's gonna help my mind, and it's gonna help me when it comes to treating this as a business. So let's say I'm going to start with $100. Right. So this would be the capital I'm starting with for that month. So what's going to happen is that I'm going to write 100 there, and immediately I've this table has got formulas. So when I put it there, it's going to come on this section. So this is sort of like my statement of comprehensive income. Some call it a trading profit and loss account. So I'm just basically going to be putting my capital, or the money that I've started with, my income, and any expense of the business, right? So let's say that I'm trading here and I make a profit. So what's going to happen is that um, because this I can't create the perfect trading plan. This what I have right here, I'm going to be using it, and whatever profit I make, I'm going to be putting it on day one, or the first time. So this is this trading plan was made for someone who's intending on trading for 100 days, but because I will not be trading 7 days a week, probably be trading 3 days a week. So instead of days, it's going to be trading times instead of trading days. So if you come here, this will be first time, second time, third time, fourth time, fifth time, all the way down to uh, the 100th time. And by the time I make my 100th trade, uh, I'm supposed to have $169.94. So obviously, um, it might not turn out like this. It might or it might not turn out like this. And like I said, this is a rudimentary trading plan, and it's open for interpretation. It's open to change. It's open to interpretation. So let's say I trade the first time and I make $10, because my Excel sheet has got formulas. The moment I put 10 uh, as profit for that first trade, it's going to appear here on my running balance, right, on the profit of my running balance. So that means that my account balance will be equal to the $10 I would have made, and the $100 that's already there is my initial balance. And if we come down here, uh, it's going to appear down there as the $10. Let's say I make another trade of $100 and I get $100 profit, right? The moment I do this, look at there, my balance has increased by $110. And if I come down here, my balance has increased by $110. Remember, this is rudimentary. It's a basic trading plan, and I'm just doing this so that it can help me with the accounting of my money. So what we have here on this section is the target section. So I need to have weekly targets, monthly targets, quarterly targets. So for the first month, my target profit is $98. I intend on making $98 in my first month, and for me to get to $98 profit, it's gonna take me 5 trades for me to get to that level, and it takes me 5 trades to get to that level. Let's say I do trade, and after 5 times, I've made $100 profit. I enter it here, and under the target reached, yes or no, I write yes. If I do not meet the target, I will just simply write. I'll just come here, and let's say I've made an overall loss for that month of $20. I'll just come here and write no. So that's just how it is. So remember, I said this is rudimentary. It's just meant for me to understand. So most people might not understand it, but personally I will understand it because I would have written it. So I'm treating this as a business, which means I'm going to have an expenses side. So I've written down just mainly 2 expenses that I'm going to have. If more are going to come, I'm going to add them on my expenses side. So the 2 most important expenses I'm going to be having is data for internet and tithe. I am a Bible believing Christian, so this is what I'm going to be doing. So if I buy, for example, a $20 or a 20 GB internet bundle, I'll just put 20 there, and let's say it costs me $20, and let's say in RTGS or the Zimbabwean dollar, let me just change this here. In the Zimbabwean dollar, let's say that's 8,000 Zimbabwean dollars. The moment I put it here, the total will be 20. And look at what happens. The total is $20 that I've used for data that month. And look at where it's appearing. It's appearing there as an expense. And the gross profit 110 minus the $20 will give me a net profit of 20. So that's what's going to happen. The more expenses I have for that month, the it's going to appear in my expenses section, and it's going to appear in my expenses section, and sorry, it's going to add here. And look, it's already increased. So that's what's going to be happening in terms of my expenses. So these are the general rules, my general rules. All trading rules must be followed. The risk reward ratio is going to be 1:1, meaning that for that day, if I set out to make $16, it means I'm going to be risking $16 to make $16. I'm going to be risking $16 to make $16. I'm not going to be doing revenge trading. If I lose a trade, I'm not going to re-enter it because I want that trade to get in profit. Trading rules must be followed. Rule number 4, each trade is independent of the next, which means I'm not going to attach any feelings to that trade. If I lose that trade, I lose that trade. It happens. I'm going to look forward to the next trade. Then rule number 5, not trading is trading. There are days when I'm going to feel like I must trade, and that feeling is not a good feeling. So it's good to just leave it at that and not trade it. I don't want to lose money unnecessarily. I have done that already, and this is the new me. So this is my trading plan. I hope that you will like it. Um, if you want it, uh, if you want it, uh, please don't hesitate. Send me an email or contact me on the number I'm gonna put in my description, and I will give it to you. I want to share as much information as possible. This is Benaiah. I trade with the grace of God, and ciao. Good evening.